How can I be excellent in something? How can I pour my all into something if I don't know what that something is? Outside of just myself, how can I do that? I need to know the area. You need to take time and discover what that area is for you. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about how you're going to bring that thing to pass. And usually I will say this, usually our area is our purpose. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the FCS PREP Podcast, where I am your host, Dr. Keith Fairclough, and we are on the excellence train. We are going to keep that thing going. But as always, before we get started, we got to do some housekeeping. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Share this with somebody who you think will benefit. Share it to someone you think won't benefit. Share it to anybody and everybody, because it's guaranteed that this will benefit you if you take these things and apply them to your life. Also, if you've been watching my video series and you're like, dang, I need help, I need someone to talk to, I need coaching, I need therapy, and please reach out. If you live in Nevada and Florida, I got you for therapy, either virtually or in person. If you're anywhere else, maybe we can do some coaching, help you reach your goals. And there's a difference between therapy and coaching, but we're not going to talk about that here. You can look that up on Google or look at anywhere else, even on YouTube. Without further ado, we are on excellence. Listen, I said before, this has been a long time coming. All right. We've talked about all these different things. We talked about, personal responsibility. And by the way, we will get back to personal responsibility and we'll get back to unconditional love, because there's so much more to go into and talk about, not even just like how to do things, but just the concepts in and themselves and how they apply to other things. It's just something to think about. We will get back to that. But right now it's time for excellence. Excellence is left in the dark for too long, right? Remember, excellence is doing your absolute best in the area of your choosing. Your absolute best, not based off somebody else, but your absolute best. In the last video, we talked about excellence in self, of the mind, the body, the spirit, excellence in self, because guess what? For us to be excellent, we have to be excellent personally, ourselves, so that we can perform in whatever it is we want to be excellent in outside of ourselves. So we got to be excellent. So we started with that first, right? We talked about why excellence is important and why we got to do it, right? We talked about that in the other video as well. Today, we are talking about how to be excellent. Very, very important. Because it's one thing for me to go out here and say, be excellent. It's a whole other thing to say, well, shoot, how do I do that? Right? A lot of times we get these nice things people say, it's like, oh, be, do, da, 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 da. But it's like, okay, well, how do I do that? How do I become excellent? We're going to talk about that right now. Right? We're going to jump straight into it. The first thing to becoming excellent. First thing is you got to identify the thing you want to be excellent in, right? You got to identify that thing, that field, that activity, that behavior, that whatever it is. You have to identify it. How can you go somewhere if you don't even know where you want to go? How can I be excellent in something? How can I pour my all into something if I don't know what that something is? Outside of just myself, how can I do that? I need to know the area. You need to take time and discover what that area is for you. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about how you're going to bring that thing to pass. And usually I will say this, usually our area is our purpose. And I strongly recommend, I'm not going to talk about how to find your purpose right now, but I strongly recommend you find your purpose. The sooner you find it, the sooner you can start pouring into that purpose and becoming excellent in that thing. You need to identify whatever that is. Take some time, read some books, watch some videos, do whatever you got to do. Set your mind and your intention on finding out what your purpose is, what your area is. Listen, if it's not your purpose, so if you're like, you know what, hey, I'm not trying to get all that deep. I just want to be excellent. I want to be excellent in my relationship, right? I want to be excellent with my wife or with my husband or whatever. I want to be excellent. That's the thing you identify. I want to be excellent in my health. There you go. That's the thing you identified. Perfect. Great. Identify that thing. Very, very important. You cannot be excellent if you do not identify the thing you want to be excellent in. Second thing, you now want to create a goal, identify a goal regarding the thing you want to be excellent in. And I want you to use what I call the smarty goals, right? You've heard of SMART goals before. I had to add my little twist on it. SMART goals, right? Or smarty goals are to make sure whatever your goal is, right? If it's your health, if it's your relationship, if it's your mindset, if it's whatever it is, whatever your goal is, it has to pass the test of smarty goals. It's got to. What are smarty goals? Smarty goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound, and the E that I added on is exciting. It's very important. That excitement's like that energy, right? Does this goal make you excited? Are you excited to lose all that weight? Are you excited to have a passionate relationship? Are you excited to get that promotion? Are you excited to start that business? That's why I added on there. That excitement has to be there. And some people might say, oh, well, Keith, relevant, kind of ties into excitement. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because you can have a goal that's very relevant, extremely relevant. But if you're not excited about it, doesn't matter how relevant it is, you're probably not going to do it. Even if it fits the mold. That's why I had to add that E on there. So what you need to do is you need to identify your goal. And you need to make sure your goal follows the Smarty Goals formula. If you can't answer all those questions, is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it attainable? Is it relevant? Is it time bound? Is it exciting? If you can't answer all those questions affirmatively, then you need to go back and rework your goal. Because there's nothing worse than getting all excited and pumped up to do something, and you think you have it all together. You think you got a good plan, and then when you get into it, because your plan wasn't well thought out, because it didn't follow that step, because it didn't fall into that formula, you start falling off. Because there's no time, because it's not time bound, you drag it on for a long time. Because it's not specific, you don't know how or where or what to really do. Because it's not measurable, you don't know if you're making progress or not. Because if it's not attainable, you might be trying to do something that's not even possible for you to do. If it's not relevant to your life to affect you in some certain way, then you're probably not going to want to do it. Like, what's the point? It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a good goal, but what does it matter? So it's very, very important for your goal that you create to be excellent in to fall into that formula. Remember, SMARTY goals, right? SMART-E goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound, and exciting. Very, very important. After you have found your goal, you identified your goal, you now want to create a plan. You want to create a plan of action where you can now execute on this goal. You can start making progress, start becoming excellent. Maybe it's practicing the guitar 5 times a week, at 7 a.m. under the green tree, and I'll know I'm making progress in that when I'm able to learn, 7 different chords a week. I don't know. And I'm doing this so I can play in a band, that travels the world. I don't know. I'm just in it. I get so excited every time I think about it. And when I get in there and just start practicing, it's like I can't stop. Create a plan of action. What is it going to look like as you're going forward and trying to achieve this goal? What are the things you're actually going to do? What are you going to do to improve your relationship? What are you going to do to get that raise in the job? What are you going to do to improve your skills in the field? What are you going to do to improve your skills, playing an instrument? Like, what are you going to do? What is that going to look like? Create that plan of action, schedule it out, the times, put it on your calendar, reminders, get accountability, all those things. Put all that stuff together and create a plan of action for you to really start working things out. The next step is identify and remove all barriers to your goal, to your endpoint. Very important. Don't just identify barriers, right? Because some people have a very negative mindset going into some things. It's like, oh, this is never going to work because of this. They think that's what they think. So they kill themselves and they kill their dreams. They kill their excitement. They kill everything because all they think about is the negative. No, this is talking about being realistic. What are the things that are going to hold me back? What are the things that are going to make it difficult for me to get to where I want to go? Is it my laziness? Is it my schedule? Is it my health? Is it this person over here? Is it my job? What are those barriers? And remove those barriers. Go over them, go around them, go under them, or go through them, or just take them out all together. Move them all out of the way all together. Very, 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 very important. Very important. Now, once you've done all that, you've identified the thing you want to be excellent in, you created the goal, got an action plan, you identified and removed the barriers. Now, time, execute. Yes, just do. Just go. With focused and intentional intent, I need you to execute, right? Let nothing stop you from bringing this thing to fruition, from you going hard every single day and whatever it is you want to be excellent in. Don't let anything distract you or pull you off course or anything like that. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay locked in until you achieve that goal, and you will achieve that goal if you stay locked in and focused and follow your plan and look at how it's measuring and continue to push yourself and go and go and go until you achieve that goal. And the last step after you execute is you need to review. You need to do a review of everything that you've done to get to that goal. Look at where you made mistakes, look at where you can make improvements, and then rinse and repeat. If you're staying in this area, if this is the thing you want to continue to grow and cultivate, if it continue to get to a next level, then you rinse and repeat and you keep improving. Every improvement that you do makes you better and better and better and better. And the more you keep doing this, the better you keep getting, the more excellent you keep getting. The more excellent you get, the more people in your life are going to be blessed, the more your community is going to be blessed, the more the world's going to be blessed by your excellence. Because when you become really good at something, when you become excellent in something, it doesn't just stay with you. When you become excellent in something, it goes out into the world. Everyone in your whole circle, everyone around you, and it's going to expand and become better and bigger and greater and bless people's lives or whatever it is. So that's the importance of reviewing. It's not just, okay, we made it and it was successful. It's great, it was successful. Now, what went wrong? What can I do better next time? How can I speak better? How can I, love my wife better? How can I do, even better to get to the next level, at my work or in my business or whatever it is? Review, extremely important, because if you leave this part out, you're going to stagnate. You can be like, okay, I made it, great, and you're going to stay right there, not understanding that there's so many other levels for you to get to if you review and fix things and do better. Guys, that's it. I told you, I'm just getting right to it today. No, I'm not playing any games, no long talking, nothing drawn out, no advertising books, nothing like that. Just getting straight to it, the meat of the matter. Listen, guys, I love you very much. I want to leave you with the quote that I thought was from Socrates, but I was wrong. Then I thought it was from Aristotle, and I was also wrong. But it's a quote from Will Durant. And he says, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." So I want y'all to get into the habit of being excellent. Don't just do it once. Make it be a lifestyle. Be excellent in every single thing you do. I love you guys. You all take care. Have a great, awesome, and blessed day. Stay tuned. Got more content coming your way. Check out my other social media. Got stuff on there, different videos that you might not find here. So check it out. I love you all. Y'all take care. Have a great, awesome, and blessed day, and I'll see you all soon.